Okay, can you guys hear me? I think I had it on mute. What I was saying before, my name is Amber Bailey, and I am the leader of Team Fit Revival, and I am so excited to be talking to you guys tonight. If you can let me know real quick before we get into things, if you can hear me and if you can see me, that would help me so much. There is a group chat on the side here, so I want to make sure that we have everything squared away. Hang on just a second. Looks like it says we have 0 viewers, so that's not good. Let me double check before we go any further. Oh, okay. Are you guys on? Now we have 25, 27, good. So I was just chatting and I was worried for a second that we didn't have everybody on, but there is a group chat on the side here. If you can let me know if you can hear me and see me okay before I get into things any further, that would be so helpful. This is the first time that I've used this platform, so I want to make sure the technology is working correctly. Can y'all see the chat? I guess you can't tell me if you can or if you can't. So I'm just going to keep talking and hope that all is well. So as I said before, I'm Amber Bailey. I've been coaching now for 4 years. I'm a 5-star Diamond coach, and Beachbody has really changed everything for me. I had the opportunity to quit my teaching job after being a coach for about 1.5 years, and half of that time I didn't do anything because I swore I was not ever really going to grow a business. So that changed pretty quickly, and Beachbody has changed the game for me and my family, and many of us are all back from an awesome trip to Cancun, Mexico at an amazing resort, just getting to spend quality time with each other and with our families, and you know, it's pretty awesome to get to do what you love with people you love, and all of you guys are part of that. So thank you so much for joining this call tonight, and just so you know what we're going to be talking about tonight before I start to share my slides with you, but we're going to do some recognition. I'm going to also fill you in on some new announcements that they made for us, or that they shared with us in Cancun, some new products, and just some things that I heard Carl say that I want to relay back to y'all. And then, of course, we're going to do some training on how to take your challenge groups and really plant those coaching seeds and create an awesome experience for your challengers, which in the end makes amazing coaches. So my goal for you on this call is that you will simply take at least one thing away that you can do differently. And so I hope that you will, if you don't take notes, I encourage you to write stuff down somewhere, whether it's pen and pencil or paper and pencil, or some other form of taking notes. But I'm always a fan of active learning. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So it'll take me just a second to get everything up here. Okay. Hang on 1 minute. This is new. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. And now hopefully you can see our slides. Okay, so we have some new diamonds to recognize tonight. Becky is from Team Thrive with Lauren Duke, and we just want to congratulate her on being a new sparkly diamond. It says she leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes. So congratulations, we're super excited for you, Becky. We have another new diamond from Team Thrive as well. Her name is Jen, and we want to congratulate her. Says the shape of love isn't a diamond, it's a cross. So sweet. And congrats to you, Jen. We're super proud of you too. And our third new diamond tonight, Team Thrive, is in the house with Twyla. Congratulations, Twyla. We are so excited for you to become a diamond coach. Becoming a diamond means that you are stepping into a leadership position, and it really is the beginning of some amazing things as far as your business and coaching is concerned. So congrats, ladies. We're super proud of you, and we know you're going to go on to do some great things. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to dive into this with you guys, and I don't know if you can see me or not, if you're just seeing my slides, so this is a little bit weird for me, just kind of looking at my computer here, but I wanted to share with you some things that I heard Carl say that and I wish for all of you that at some point in time, whether it's at Summit or one of these events, that you could hear him speak. He speaks with such passion and conviction. You walk away feeling like you can conquer the world, that you can change the world. And he truly is a passionate CEO that we are lucky to have. And one of the big ideas there was that you will succeed at your level of commitment. And he really said, you know, like, how big can this thing get? It can get as big as you want it to get. I mean, honestly, whatever it takes for you to live off of is what he said. So if it takes 6 figures for you to live off of, make your goal, larger than that. Make $100,000 and then give 150 away. I thought that was pretty amazing, when he said that the sky really is the limit. And that what you're sitting on here is an amazing gold mine of an opportunity to create not just, better health and fitness, but wealth for yourself and your family, and to leave a legacy on all of those levels. He talked about Beachbody On Demand, that, we've had some big ideas come across as far as Beachbody is concerned. Challenge packs, when those came out in 2011, were game changers for our business. I know 21 Day Fix is becoming not just a workout program, but like a brand. And so that's been a game changer. Beachbody On Demand is one of those huge ideas and things and tools that is going to change the game for our businesses, because we fight for quality, and we fight for helping people really get to that root solution to their health and fitness. We're not interested in slapping a Band-Aid on it, and we're interested in not competing with gyms and competing with group exercise or competing with anybody, so to speak, but rather working together with all of those people so that we can truly help people get healthier, live healthier, and, be the best that they can be. I mean, that's what we're all after. And so I'm just so proud to be part of a company that feels so strongly about the quality of our products and the quality of the vision and of what we have to offer other people. He talked about trusted industries, where there are coaches, coming into the fold here that represent these, I guess they did some research where it was the careers or the professions that people most trust. And of course, it was things like doctors and teachers and nurses. And so we have people from these different professions that are coming into Beachbody and being very successful because they are people that care and that are trusted. And so, when you say, well, who's your doctor or who's your teacher? We want it, to be a thing where someone says, who is your Beachbody coach? Who is that trusted person in your community that has a vested interest in seeing you get amazing results and being healthier today than you were yesterday? And he talked about inviting. And one thing that really hit home to me when he said this, think of inviting as connecting with people. And I thought, you know what? That is pretty stinking amazing. I get paid to connect with people, improve myself, and share the story that is my life. That's what I do as a coach. And so I cannot, for the life of me, understand why everybody doesn't do this. I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's a pretty amazing job that we have. And when we look at inviting as simply connecting with people and sharing our stories, that is where the magic happens. Okay, and then the fourth vital behavior here, he said, was recognition. And I'm going to talk some more about that tonight, so I'm not going to really expound on that at all right here. But I totally, as a teacher, I know that what gets praised gets repeated, whether that's with your challengers or that's with your coaches. I know that's true with my children. So recognition, you know, is a huge big deal, and we're gonna talk more about that here in a minute. So I hope that that gives you some kind of big picture view of where things stand with Team Beachbody right now. But truly, we've only just gotten started. We've only tipped the iceberg, and so it's very exciting that we all get to do this together and change lives together. Okay, so Size is the new workout coming from Shaun T. It will launch at Summit. So those of you attending Summit, that's going to be very exciting. I will tell you that I did get to preview Size today. I know Lauren told me she did Size today as well. It was pretty fun. I am not a dancer, so I do have some video that I think, you know, might make some people laugh, but I did, you know, really feel like I was doing a good job. So I was pretty proud of myself. My kids joined me. We had a good time, and he really does walk you through like move by move, and he just builds a routine. And by the end of it, I mean, you're rocking it out. And so it was a really fun workout. There's no equipment. And so it's just a workout that flew by, and I'm really excited to be able to share this with other people. And I will tell you, I know like it's a while until the summer, but it's not really that far out. And so to have a successful launch with a new product, that starts now for you as a coach. And just planting those seeds. You know, today I just did a very simple post because we did the workout today for the first time, and I shared a little bit about the fact that it kind of made me feel like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, which has been like, you know, I'm a Texas girl, and I've grown up in Dallas all of my life, and so that's just kind of been one of those lifelong childhood dreams, so to speak. So it was kind of a humorous take on that, but your promotion of this and your belief in this and just sharing this with other people, whether this program is up your alley or not, there's somebody in your sphere of influence that is going to need this program because it is fun and it is high energy, and there are people that love to dance. So why not get to enjoy your workout and get in great shape at the same time? Something else they announced was the Beachbody Performance Supplements. So basically, this is a supplement system, and they have some Harvard scientists behind all of this. And so you can see these pictures here and what each one of these things are. There's Energize, there's Hydrate, there is Recover, and there is Recharge Nighttime. And each one of these things has a completely different purpose, but it's a complete system, which we all know systems are good. But I don't know a whole lot more about this other than what you see right here. So I know that there will be more information to come, but that's another exciting announcement for you guys to look forward to. Okay, and so here is where we kind of get into the meat of, you know, what I have to share with you guys tonight. I want to start off by saying that my first challenge group was I'd never been in a challenge group before. We didn't have challenge packs until about this time when I started my first challenge group. And so I had never been in a challenge group because nobody was running challenge groups at that time. I had no idea what a challenge group was. And they came out with a 5-step invitation process. And so I thought, hey, I'll try that and see if I can get a challenge group going, even though I have no idea what a challenge group actually is. And so I tell you that just so that you know, like, no matter what your first challenge group looks like, I can promise you it will not look as bad as mine did. Let's see, I think I forced everybody to do TurboFire, everybody except for my mom, because I think it was only a group of like maybe 3 people, 4 people. And so she did 10-minute trainer, and then the other girls did TurboFire, and I don't know that TurboFire was necessarily the best fit for them. I was just super excited about TurboFire because I was, that was the program I was doing and I was loving it. So all of that to say, I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, and challenge groups, haven't always been my thing, and I haven't always known, exactly how to engage people in a group and to make it, a great experience for my challengers. I've definitely had those groups that, aren't engaged and aren't talking to each other. So I'm gonna talk about all of that, but I just kind of want to let you know that this has been a process over time, and it's been a lot of failing forward and tweaking. And I feel like things have gotten to the point where I do have a good system in place now, and things are running successfully. And so I'm going to share some things that I've learned along the way with all of y'all. And so I really feel like it's your job to provide an experience for your customers. The challenge group is not just like a side gig to being a coach. It really is what we do as a coach. And I treat it very seriously. And so it's the cornerstone of my business. And I know that when I take the focus off of my groups, then other parts of my business tend to suffer as well. So if your groups aren't going the way you want them to, I would just say, you know what? Like I said at the beginning of this call, take some notes and figure out one thing that you can do differently to improve that experience for your customers after tonight. So some things to think about as we get into this. I always set expectations ahead of time. I let them know what to expect from me, when I'll be posting, and when I won't be posting. And I'll also, let them know what I expect of them in terms of their engagement and being involved in the group. And so somebody told me this not too long ago, but she said that coaches get paid, cheerleaders do not. And I know that seems kind of like abrupt, but you're a coach, and you're here to help people get results. And that's what they're looking to you for. And so it is okay for you to have that posture and set those expectations. And it's all, of course, done in love. But when I started doing that and really stepping up to the plate, things started to change and shift in my groups. So you want to set your challengers up for success. You want to make sure that you're following through with what you said that you would do, that you're there daily and consistently. Make recognition a priority. I know that's going to be a common thread tonight. Have systems in place. I'm going to share those with you as well. Share your story and passion for what you do with your group. So systems are great, but systems should give you the freedom to share your story. So when I say systems, don't think that we just run like robots and challengers in, challengers out. It's not that at all. But number 5 and number 6 go together, because systems are what give you the freedom to be personable and to share your story and to really let your challengers see who you are, what your struggles are, and where you've been and where you are now. And so the way I do my groups, just kind of before we get into this part 2, I shut them down every 30 days. So I'll start a new group every 30 days. And I want to just say too, this is not one size fits all. So I hope that you take what I say tonight and tweak it for whatever will work best for you. This is what works for me. And so I'm going to share that with you in hopes that you know that you can tweak this to whatever works best for you. But it's really worked well for me to have a prep week. I do week 1 prep week. Week 2 is I do, meaning I do a lot of the work for them. The next week is going to be we do, where I step back a little bit and I let them take more responsibility for some things. And then the last week is a you do week, where they're doing their meal plans and they're doing a lot of the work, because it's very important for me to teach them how to make this a lifestyle. It's not just about me showing them what to do. It's about me teaching them how to live better so they can give better. That's the end game for me here. So having a prep week really helps too, because as we all know, not everybody orders on the day that you would like them to. You have people that trickle in late, you have people that ordered early. So it gives me the opportunity to get people in the group and get them going and get them set up for success without the pressure of having to figure out the meal plan, get to the grocery store, clean out their pantry, figure it all out in a day or two. So having this prep week has been great for helping me set them up for success. I create my group, I load all my resources in the files, I put my cover photo up, I type a welcome message, and then I add my challengers. I make sure the group is ready for them before I add them. I post daily to help them get organized, understand the meal plan, and plan ahead. And I define engagement. And when I say define engagement, this is something that I learned from somebody else, but it's really important. They don't understand what you mean by check-in daily. What does that look like? What do you want them to do as far as checking in daily? Do you want them to just hit like on the post? Or do you want them to post their picture? Do you want them to post their meal plan? Do you want them to post a sweaty picture? What do you want them to do? You have to define that for them. And I always do that in the very beginning, and I let them know that hitting likes on posts, that is not engagement. That is a drive-by, is what we call it. There is nothing like getting a genuine comment of praise and support from somebody else in the group. And so I really let them know, commenting on each other's posts and check-ins is part of the engagement in the group. The other part is just committing to showing up daily with a check-in of some sort, meaning they're going to tell me, if they've done their workout, what that looked like today, how their day went. They're going to show up in the group every day. And I let them know too that certainly perfection is not part of the program here. We want to know what it looks like, good, bad, or ugly. So that's prep week. Week 2 is the I do week. I give them an exact meal plan for the week. And a lot of this, just to be clear with you guys here, I run a lot of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme group. So all of this can be tweaked if that's not your thing, if that's not kind of what you lead with. But I know for me, I've been leading with those programs for, I don't know, a long time now, 6 months or more probably. So a lot of what I do centers around Fix. But I provide an exact meal plan for them, and I make sure that if they really need me to hold their hand and make sure they've got everything they need to be successful, I do that. I do the challenge with them, even if I'm not doing the fix that, these 30 days. I will get my containers out and I will show them examples of what it looks like to fill your container, what your plate looks like. I will use my containers that week so that I can show them exactly what they need to be doing. And then the other thing I do is I set up a live Zoom chat, or you could do another type of call to kick things off. This is our kickoff week. And so having the Zoom chat has really, really, really helped. And to be quite honest with you, sometimes maybe 3 people show up on the Zoom chat. And it's real easy to get discouraged with that. But you know what happens? It actually benefits the group so much because those 3 people made a connection on that Zoom chat and they carry that group. They post, they're engaged, they're excited to be there. They know that we're invested in each other, and it makes all of the difference. So I encourage you to give that a try. You know, maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe just a simple video would be great if you're not currently doing videos in your group. Week 3 is a We Do week. And this is actually the second official week of the challenge. You're gonna provide additional, or I provide additional meal plans and recipes from other sources. I pull plans from other coaches and recipes I found that either I've tried or I'd like to try, but it's very much a collaborative effort here. I provide a blank meal planner for them and ask them to create their own meal plan with these extra tools that I've given them this week. And some hand holding might still be necessary, and that's quite okay. So I hope this helps a little bit. I feel like it's a great little structure to really help your people be successful. Week 4 is You Do. And by you, I mean the challengers in the group. This is the final week of the challenge, and I asked them to do their meal planning on their own and share it with the group. And so when they're sharing their meal plan with the group, they're helping each other. And, you know, I definitely can kind of step back. I'm still there posting every single day, but I definitely don't need to handhold as much because I've taught them along the way what they need to be doing to set themselves up for success. And then week 5 is the next steps, where I really want them to consider what's going to happen after this challenge is over. We recognize, we congratulate. I let them know when my posts are going to stop. I always want them to know what they can expect from the group or from me. And I always want them to know also when the group's going to close. So I never want my challengers guessing, like, is Amber going to post today? When is this group over? They need to know those things, and they need to know what to expect. Ask your challengers to take their next step. Give them specific options. Give them the option to recommit and continue to your next group. This is why I like to do groups every 30 days. Because I can shut it down, and then I have these people that want to come into the next group. They get to start fresh, and they get to start new, and they get to recommit to their health. And I know that I have a group of committed challengers. Give them the option to help you run the next group. Obviously, that's a coaching option there. But maybe this is somebody that you've planted some seeds with along the way, and you know they'd make an awesome coach. So I always give that option. Maybe it's something else altogether, and that's okay too, because we're here to support people and help them reach their goals no matter what. So I want to also talk, now that we've kind of got that underway, I want to talk about planting coach seeds. Really, this is setting the stage to send out an invitation. This is like forming. And again, here's this word again. It all starts with recognition. When there's somebody in your challenge group that does something, you're like, man, they would make an awesome coach. You need to tell them that. Say something like, well, that's exactly what a coach would do. Great job. Or maybe they posted their meal plan before you asked, or maybe they got up super early and did their workout. Whatever the case may be, wow, you're acting as a coach. Way to go. I am so inspired by you. So planting those coach seeds, and certainly don't do it. It's not something you just do like ad nauseum, but you do it in a very genuine way. And I would say few and far between, because you definitely don't want people thinking that, I don't know, that you're being disingenuous, and that's not what this is about at all. So make sure that you're planting those coaching seeds, because when it does come time and you want to send one of your challengers an invitation to become a coach with you, it really makes that conversation so much easier. When you've given them an experience in your challenge group and they've built trust with you, it makes that invitation to them so much easier. You can have a really valuable conversation with that person because you have built that relationship with them, you've built that trust with them, you've given them an amazing experience, helped them get great results, and they're ready to talk about that. So challenge group systems, just a few quick things. Create a challenge group curriculum that you can use over and over. I have a 30-day, 30 days of posts that I use. I always tweak and personalize with every group, or if I have them scheduled, I was in Cancun this last week, so I had my post scheduled from Buffer. It's a third-party scheduler that you can use if you know that it's going to be difficult for you to post maybe first thing in the morning. So you can do that, but always make sure you go back in and, add something, about your day, something a little more personable to your challengers for that point in time. Save your photos according to day. This has really, really helped me. So I have my pictures that go with my posts, and I've just saved them. Challenge group day 1, challenge group day 2. So they're all, saved to my computer, and instead of having to spend wasteful amounts of time searching for just the right image to go with that picture, I have them saved from previous groups, and I don't have to go looking. So the other thing that I have started doing, and this is a lot of this actually, but this in particular has come from Kobe Mitchell and Ashlyn Mitchell. They do this with their challengers. They're part of Stephanie's team on the Beachbody Rockstars. And this has really helped me, and it's helped me help my coaches as well. And so tracking your challengers based on their activity level and their transformation level will really help you be intentional about planting those coaching seeds with the appropriate people. And it will help you know who your next coaches will be. And so this is an example of a customer to coach tracker. And so I need to stop right here and let you know, I'm asking you to have a 30-day challenge group curriculum, and I'm asking you to have a tracker. I want to let you know that I have those things for you already set up. They're in a Dropbox file. It's all there. There is a blank tracker. There is a blank meal planner in there for you. I have all 30 days of my posts, including the prep week. Those are all in a Dropbox link for you. I've given them to your coach, and so she can give them to you at a later time after tonight. If you're on Team Fit Revival, I'll post them as soon as we get off this call. So it's like a little challenge group toolkit that I have there for you. You can use as much or as little of this as you would like. But I just don't want you going any further in this call thinking that you have to go create all of these things. So there is a blank challenger to coach tracker here that you see at the top. And basically you have your customers on one side, and you just every week go in and have they been active? Great, give them a 3. Are they having an amazing transformation? Awesome, give them a 3. Are they, not posting at all, but maybe you've checked in with them and they've lost 5 pounds this week? You see how that's going. Have you planted a coaching seed with them? Have you made, a comment that would maybe, put that thought in their head that, hey, maybe I could do this. We really want to help people see that there is not a specific skill set or a specific personality or a specific fitness level that pertains to being a coach. Coaches come from all walks of life, all personalities, introvert, extrovert, super fit, just starting their journey. It doesn't matter. And so planting these coaching seeds really opens some people's eyes to the fact that they can do this too. Like I said at the beginning of this call, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to do this. And so when you get the opportunity to plant that seed for somebody, you totally should. And then, yes or no, have you invited that person to become a coach? The bottom part here is just a way to kind of gauge your organization as you add coaches into your team. It's also part of the customer to coach tracker. You'll see different tabs when you get to take a look at that. So on coach invites, do I invite everyone in my challenge group to be a coach? My answer to that is probably not. I guess it depends on your challenge group. And it depends on who's in your challenge group and how you've rated them as far as their activity level and their transformation level. But I think being intentional about, why you're inviting someone, you always should have a reason, and you should be able to let them know what that reason is when you invite them. And so that leads into, what do you say? Just say, hey, the other day you really inspired me with that post. I mentioned that's exactly what a coach would do. Have you ever thought about becoming a coach and doing what I do? And that's exactly what you say. You keep it short, you keep it sweet, and you let them know why you thought of them, that they inspired you, that they did something amazing, that they've had an awesome transformation, that you know that they could help other people because of who they are, whatever the case may be. And then when should you send the invite? I used to wait until like the perfect time, and I would like wait and wait and wait. And so I really had kind of changed my thought process on that. When I have that gut feeling that I think that somebody would make an amazing coach, I pretty much go for it. It's up to you when you send the invite. And I think that as time goes on and you have more experience creating that experience for your customers and inviting people to join your team, you'll know and you'll get that timing down. But I would say if you have that gut feeling that somebody would really do a great job as a coach, you should totally send them an invitation. And here we go with the cycle of duplication again. The more full your challenge groups are, the greater your opportunity is to create a team of people who are passionate about what we do and who understand it. Coaches that come out of challenge groups, they just get it because they've had an amazing experience already. They understand that what we do here is pretty amazing. And so they want to be part of that too. So I've already talked about these resources. I have a Dropbox link for you that includes all of these things. So I hope that they help you to be more successful and just to accelerate your success as a coach. Experience really is the best teacher. So the better experience you give your challengers, first of all, the better results they're going to have, which is the whole reason why they've joined you in the first place. They trusted you to help them with their fitness. When they trust you to help them with their fitness and you give them an amazing experience in a challenge group that they benefited from, that was a positive atmosphere where you showed up and you were consistent, the more they're going to trust you to help them build a business. The better experience that they have as a challenger, the better experience they're going to give when they become a coach. It all trickles down, and it truly does all start with what happens there in the challenge group. So when you have your challengers that have great experiences and they become coaches and they give their challengers great experiences, the stronger your team will be because one thing affects the other. And last slide. Nope, that's not it. Sorry. Your call to action. Power of threes every single day. I know that's not like, a magic wand that we wave over and just like some magic call to action here. But quite honestly, this whole challenge group situation and providing an amazing experience for your challengers, that does not happen unless you've done your power of threes first, because you're not going to have people in your challenge group unless you've done the inviting and the connecting and the conversations before any of that happens. So my call to action to you is to really put your head down and do those power of threes every single day. And then pick one thing that you heard on this call that you can start doing differently in your challenge groups to help your customers and to provide a better experience. And so that's all I have. I just thank you guys for being on, for being here, for investing in yourself, investing in your family, and investing in other people. So that's it. I hope this helps, and the Dropbox link should be there for you just as soon as your coaches give it to you. So that's all I have. I hope you guys have an amazing night, an amazing week, and we will see you later.